Today I'm going to be talking about DNA replication. DNA replication basically means making more DNA. DNA replication happens in the nucleus for us eukaryotes, and which is what we're going to be talking about today. DNA replication happens during interphase. The first enzyme we're going to be talking about is helicase, which is the unzipping enzyme, and it unzips the two strands of DNA. We then have DNA polymerase, which could be known as a builder. This enzyme replicates DNA molecules to actually build a new strand of DNA. Primase is the initializer. Primase makes the primer so that DNA polymerase can know where to go and when to start to work. RNA is a piece of the primer that's made. We then have ligase, which can be known as a gluer because it helps glue DNA fragments together. The way DNA replication works is helicase unwinds the DNA, then single-stranded binding proteins bind to the DNA strands to keep them separated. Primase then makes RNA primers on both strands. After this, DNA polymerase starts to work. This can only happen in a 5' to 3' direction. Since DNA polymerase can only happen in a 5' to 3' direction, we first have the leading strand, which is already ready to go, which means it is in a direction of 5' to 3'. But then we have the lagging strand. The lagging strand goes 3' to 5' and needs extra primers, which is a longer process. In the lagging strand, there tends to get little fragments of synthesized DNA. Once DNA polymerase is happening in the 5' to 3' direction, the primers then have to get replaced with DNA bases, since the primers were made of RNA. Once this happens, ligase then takes care of the gaps in the fragments. Ligase is what could be known as a gluer. At the end, there's two identical double helix DNA molecules from the original double helix DNA molecule. This means the two copies each contain one old original strand and one newly made one. We also have telomeres. Telomeres are located at the tips of the chromosomes, which are these pink little things. And telomeres get shorter and shorter as soon as our cells start to divide, and they'll continue to get shorter every time our cells continue dividing, which basically our whole lives.